My name is Joseph, and I want to talk about backpacking. One of my favorite things to do in the summer is to go to Yellowstone National Park. It's a beautiful place to go backpacking. People from all over travel to go backpacking there. It's a really beautiful backcountry. You see a lot of animals, a lot of forests, a lot of waterfalls, and some hot springs. It's one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see. And it also requires a lot of work. When you hike, when you have to backpack in 5 or 10 miles, it takes a lot of work, and you get to see something way more beautiful than, say, if you had driven there, and you really appreciate it a lot more. So if you want to go backpacking, you need to prepare. So you need to bring a lot of light things. Heavy things just don't work. You need to bring your tent. It really needs to be light. You can't really bring a 16-person tent. You need to bring a small 1 or 2 person tent. Your food has to be light as well. I bring a lot of rice, a lot of top ramen, a lot of really light food. But now, so it used to be that I had to bring a lot of individual ingredients, but now it's nice. They started selling a lot of prepackaged foods. So you got to bring light clothes. Oftentimes you don't bring very many. So if you're out there for a few days, it'll smell, but you get over it. It's not a big deal. So once you've packed and you get there, you have to let the park ranger know where you're going to be where you're going to be camping. So the park ranger will know because at night they'll come and check on you, make sure you have a small group, they have the right amount of people. They're just not really worried about you, but they're worried about people disappearing and bad things happening. So they will hike around at night to count and go to various camps and count to make sure that the right amount of people are at each camp and that people haven't disappeared. Some of the safety things you need to remember is to bring enough water and bring enough food and enough salt. I know it's strange, but you have to eat salt. In addition to salt, you also should be taking care of your feet. Make sure that you don't get blisters and make sure you don't get heat stroke. You make sure you're taking care of your body. Also, if you have a heavy backpack, it'll wear you out. Oftentimes when you begin, the first 2 miles are the most difficult. You sit there and you think about what's going on in your life, all you just kind of like just think about everything. But after the first, seems like after that second mile, you just kind of fall into this hypnosis where you just kind of get into the flow of it and move through it. Once you get to your camp, you set up and you eat, you set up your tent, and you're not quite ready to go sleep, but you want to make sure you set up a structure to do a bear hang to make sure that you can protect your food to make sure that the bear will not be eating your food. So they're hanging it up high in a tree so that if a bear sees it, it'll say it's too high up and can't get it to it. So black bears are not a big problem. They always just want food. They're not an issue. If you see them, you just yell at them and they run away. But if you see a brown bear, that means you're in trouble. You are their food. They want to eat you, not necessarily just your food. So there's some safety things that you can do. First thing, if you see a bear, you have to play dead. Don't move. You want to make sure that bear thinks that you're dead. Just play dead. The bear will come by and pick you up and move you somewhere. It might bite and it'll be scary, maybe in your side or in your arm, but it'll hurt. You might bleed, but don't scream. It's better than dying. And bring you over and drop you in another place. And then the bear will leave and come back and make sure that no one is in his area. Make sure to defend it from moose, other black bears, other things. And then it'll go and eat. So when he drops you to go check his area, that's your moment to run. So you want to run as fast as you can, get out of there, and try and find a river. Because once you get to a river, the river will wash away your scent. And if the bear can't smell you, it can't find you. Bears are really dangerous. It might hurt you. The black bear might try and hurt you and try and take your food. So if you see a black bear with cubs, with its young, don't bother them. The mothers can be mean. So if they feel like you're threatening their cubs, they will hurt you. So remember that. Leave them alone. Oftentimes when I'm backpacking, I fall into the hypnosis. And I'm going, and I might see some movements, and I saw two cubs. They were like 3 feet away from me. And my first thought was, oh, they're so cute. And then my second thought came in, oh, where's their mother? Do I start yelling, or do I start running away? So the mother knew that I am leaving from the cubs. Because she might think if I'm being quiet that I'm trying to steal the cubs. So I want to get farther away and help the mother feel a little bit more relaxed. So the mother was with the cubs. I'd be in a big trouble, but luckily she wasn't. And thanks. That's all you really need to know about this. And thank you.